Hey Fit Fam, how is it going, guys? Check it out, another Trainer Tip Tuesday, y'all. Alright, so for today's intents and purposes, let's be talking about some dumbbell curtsy lunges. Alright, those lunges. Alright, so with curtsy lunges, guys, I'm holding with two dumbbells on this, but also as well show you with some free weight there. Alright, so that curtsy lunge, alright, is like taking that bow. If you ever done that nice little gracious bow there. Right, all right, you see that? Now, when we take this curtsy lunge, think about a reverse lunge when we take that big step back, right? But when we take that big step back in a reverse lunge, you drop that knee straight down, right? But for today's purposes on this curtsy lunge, when you take that leg back, you need to cross just slightly past that opposite heel. But other things that are very important to keep in mind as well is you want to make sure that these hips, all right, are not opening up too much. And you want to make sure that our shoulders are staying squared as possible through this exercise. So again, you take that big step back, right? Now, what I mean by slightly cross over, now you see the toes are just slightly past that heel level. Once it is, going to slightly bend. All right, that lead leg and that back leg straight down. Now, if you notice, my hips are still square to the front. So are my shoulders. I'm not twisted open, nor am I pressing out this way to where I lose my balance. The main focus, again, for this curtsy lunge, what it's really doing is, on that action, when we're taking that lunge across the body, it is literally isolating this leg out. It's putting all that weight on that lead leg, but then it transfers all that force from the outside of that glutes to the top, right here. Okay, so that's where you need to fill up on those glutes, that very top portion, all right? That's gonna help round, and that's gonna help shape those glutes, all right? I know we all, guys as well, we wanna have some nice looking legs there, we wanna have them nice and toned, we want them strong. And again, curtsy lunges are another great tool to use to help isolate, to help strengthen, and as well to help tighten and tone these legs and glutes. Now, let's speed this up just a little bit more with that bodyweight action on that curtsy lunge. Now, when you're taking the opposite direction, left and right side, when you alternate with these, again, making sure shoulders are squared, hips are squared. The one thing that I left out intentionally, just for this purpose right now, is that when you are dropping down on this lunge, you want to make sure that the slide lean forward and make sure this knee, if you look down, that knee should not go past your toes whatsoever from that side view. Okay, so again, that slide lean forward, slightly past that heel level, that isolation on that glute and that quad. That slide lean forward is going to help protect that back. If you're up here on this lunge, there is no stability, there's no balance there. All right, I'm feeling a lot going on within the inside of my thigh, a little bit of my lower back there. Now, what does that mean? One word, starts with the I, ends the Y, injury. You get hurt, guys. So we don't want to ever, okay, I don't know if you ever watched that, or if you went back, if you want to go back, go find that reverse lunge video or that body weight lunge video that I talked about, these body weight lunges here, how it's so important to make sure that we are slightly leaning forward through our lunges. Okay, always slightly forward. So when you're jumping down, you see how the shoulders stay squared. But if you're upright, you're back here, there's too much in line with the hips. Actually, not even the past. Okay, you lose that balance there. You put all that pressure, all that weight on the back leg. The back leg is just there for support. It's not the main working leg. If that makes any sense, okay? Now, let's grab some weights. Always safest way, squat down, pick up those weights, right? Show you from the front of you here first. Now I'm alternate with these legs, but again, focus on these cueing, all right? Always our shoulders are back, these hands are right there by those thighs. I'm gonna take that big step back, but once I do, again, slightly across that heel level, I'm gonna have a slight lean forward. I'm gonna drop back down like I would for a squat and push off that lead leg. When I push up, I'm pushing up on my arches. Again, the other side, very slow and steady. I feel that glute and quad, push back up. Now this tempo that I have right here on these curtsy lunges, this is the speed that you should be performing these curtsy lunges. They should not be like this, because look at what's going on here. Look at this, no control. My shoulders are turning just a bit. My hips are turning just a bit. Yes, I feel my glutes, but I'm not feeling my quads, okay? Gotta make sure you're feeling those quads. So slow and steady with that step. About 2 seconds, let's take it back. 2 to this in. 1 second, right back up. Now from the side view, again, keep that sliding forward. Always shoulders back. And remember, hands, dumbbells must stay stable. Do not let them swing or lose control of those dumbbells. When you hit that lunge like so, you see that? You don't want to hit your knee, hit your leg there. Lock in those shoulder blades. Big step back, drop that knee down, push up, eyes forward, hips forward, squared with those shoulders. I felt that in my glutes, felt that in my quads. The grip will go there, and as well, talked about it before in other previous videos. Breathing, breathe in down, breathe out up there, okay? Always want to exhale anytime that you're raising up, you know, like the hinge or the squat or the press or the curl or the extension or a raise or even a crunch. Always exhale on the contraction phase of the exercise. So it further mentally engages that muscle group, okay? And also produces power, all right? Now again, for this curtsy lunges, make sure cues, all right? Do not go past shoulder level. You see that? And that's past shoulder level. That'll turn your hips, turns your body. If you keep it just slightly past the heels, chances are you're more able to push back on that heel and that lead leg. Hips are a little more squared here. Shoulders are more front. Neck stays with the shoulders. As you take that curtsy, back up again. And notice my hands, I put them in the front with that body weight for support, for balance, and I take them back down. You can do that anytime, or if you need to place that hand on the knee, hands on knee, push off that knee to get that support. All right, fam? Now, I really hope, I really hope this helps out with that curtsy lunge. If you feel yourself turning, doing it wrong. If you see yourself turning, you're doing it wrong. But you know automatically, because you're gonna injure that knee if you're going way past that knee level, because you over torque it, too much turning there. If you're more just slightly past that heel, it's more in line with the entire body. It's more centered, more stable, better balance, again, better stability. All right, fam, so curtsy lunges, dumbbells, no dumbbells. Hope that simplifies it. Just remember the main key points. Make sure your hips are squared, shoulders are squared towards that front, and making sure that we're keeping that core nice and tight and slightly lean forward. And always, fam, do your best. All right, guys, have a great one. Training Tip Tuesday.